What's going on, people, and welcome to Man Knows Football. You are here with Guni, and you're also here with Jason, one of the heads of the Leicester City, New York fan clubs.
Yeah,
How
that's
you doing
right.
today?
Have been better, but something to hold on to at the end there. So I'm not going to get too down just yet. We'll talk about it though.
No, definitely. Well, we're here off the back of the West Ham versus Leicester City result. I mean, 3-2 to West Ham. It could have been worse because at one point in the game, you guys were 3-0 down. So to pull back 2 goals, I mean, it's still a feature, but it's not 3 points, nor is it 1 point. How did you feel about the result?
Yeah, well, it could have been. It looked like it was going to be 4-0 at one point. Look, I think going into this game, I was thinking that there are four good league games coming up. So if we didn't get anything out of this, it wasn't the end of the world. But going down 3-0 like that, right? It felt like the collapse was on and it was all going to be over. But they managed to pull back and keep West Ham on the ropes. And I think that at least there's something to hold on to from this match. And some positives there, and obviously some other stuff is going on off the pitch. So I think this is, was a big wake-up call and a good source of motivation for the boys.
So the situation off the pitch, obviously there were quite a few players that were suspended because of the whole breaking the rules of the COVID. Who were the players and how did their absences affect you today?
Well, I don't think anything has been confirmed yet, but the guys that were, not in the lineup would be, Madison, Perez, Chowdhury, and Morgan, we're hearing. And yeah, I mean, that certainly, we're limited for attacking options right now. There's so many injuries up front, and to not have Matters or Perez or Ayoze available really, kind of handcuffs us. And then, Wilf gets an early yellow. You can't put another destroyer on like Hamza because he's not available for selection. So really, puts us in a straitjacket. It limits the options that we have, to make changes and to get something out of the game. And forget about, personnel. If that's what happened, it really sets the wrong message, for the team, and it's not safe. And with everything that the people of Leicester have been going through, being in the strictest lockdown of any place in the country all year, and a lot of people have been, following the rules. You feel like you were so close, we're right there. Like, why? Just, give it another week, and and do what you got to do then.
100%, and it's like we were saying during the game. Is when you do things like that, you force your manager to make these decisions because obviously with something as serious as that, you can't really play around with it. But to be honest with you, top 4, you're still in there. There's still very much a chance of you finishing within the top 4. I mean, you've got a couple of run of games coming up that look quite favourable to you, but it really is your last few games where you've really got to be on point. So how do you feel about your chances of finishing top 4 at the end of the season?
Well, the first half of this season seemed like the same movie we watched last year, and it felt pretty bad, right? And you could sort of just felt like Bournemouth away, and you could just see the whole collapse happening. But the boys rallied in a way that they didn't last year when that collapse happened. So I'm coming out of this one feeling a little bit better than I did last year. I think this is a real hard lesson that they learned. I don't think that most of the guys or just anyone in the club is really going to take this for granted. So I don't feel so down right now. I still think there's as long as you're facing your hands, no matter what's happened in the past, you still have a chance. There's a really great opportunity also to get something in the FA Cup. So there are still positives here, and why not, just go for it.
And I always say Leicester City, definitely outside of Chelsea, one of my favourite clubs. And I just feel that the progression that you guys have taken in the past 10 years has been absolutely incredible. And I would like to see you guys fighting for the top 4 in the future and actually getting into the Champions League positions. I know it's a weird thing. I'm a Premier League fan, Chelsea fan. I shouldn't like anybody else, but I've got a soft spot for Leicester. I'll explain in another video why, but I've got a very soft spot for Leicester. But
it's clearly because I'm such a good guy, man. You gotta love me, right? That's why.
I was trying to save that for the next video. What's going on, Jason?
Sorry, no spoilers, no spoilers.
No, but honestly, but going back to today, I do feel that you still did well to pull back 2 goals after being 3 goals down. Iheanacho again to the rescue. I mean, how good has he been recently?
Oh, he's been phenomenal, and it just feels so good every time he scores. There's something different. It hits different when Kel scores. He's just, he's got this attitude about him, and he's just a lovable character. And you know he's been putting his head down. He's been putting in the work at training, and he's getting his just rewards for it. He just got a new contract. He's still banging in the goals. He's been through a lot, and I don't know a Leicester fan that just isn't over the moon for him. He just really, he turned a lot of people around, and he's become such a cult hero and a fan favorite, and so I'm really, really pleased for him.
100%. No, I have to agree with that. Unfortunate result for Leicester today. Not the result as a Chelsea fan that I would want either. But it is what it is. I think going forward, you guys should be okay. I personally think that West Ham will drop out of the top 4. And it will be either Leicester, Chelsea and Liverpool to finish in that 4th position. Either way, it's going to be interesting. But guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully we're going to see much more of Jason on the channel. Again, he's one of the head of the New York Leicester City football fan supporters. So hopefully we'll be seeing more of him on the channel here at the Football Factory. But guys, thank you. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Jason, thank you again. Hopefully we'll be seeing you again on the camera soon, man. Great to have you.
Love seeing you, my man.
All right, man. Thanks.
We'll be back.
Peace, guys.